Hello, and thanks for joining us for our daily market coverage. Here are today's financial news presented by CenterFX, your reliable partner in trading.
On Tuesday, Apple stock closed at $229.31, a 0.9% gain from the previous day, as steady trading volume and mild optimism in tech, though no major company-specific news, drove the uptick. In Tuesday's regular session, the Dow Jones rose 0.3%, the S&P 500 added 0.4%, and the Nasdaq Composite climbed 0.5%. 7 of the 11 S&P sectors finished higher, led by industrials, financials, and healthcare. U.S. natural gas futures traded at around $2.80 on Wednesday, their lowest level since November 2024, as supply remained abundant. The euro has been changing hands around $1.16, as investors weigh European Central Bank policy, economic data, and trade developments. Bitcoin rebounded 1.4% on Tuesday and is currently trading at around $111,700, following a sharp multi-day decline triggered by a flash crash and rising demand for downside protection. Now let's review the major economic events of the day. At 6 a.m., Germany to release the Consumer Confidence Index for September, following -21.5 in August. At 10 a.m., the distributive trades in the UK are expected to increase, after reaching -34 in July. At 12 p.m., Mexico will release figures for the balance of trade of July, following over $500 million in June. Tomorrow's major economic events. At 12:30 p.m., the U.S. to release the gross domestic product growth rate for the second quarter, following -0.5% in the first quarter of 2025. At 2 p.m., the pending home sales in the U.S. are expected to increase, after reaching -0.8% in June. At 11:30 p.m., Japan will release figures for the unemployment rate of July, following 2.5% in June.
And that's it for today's Market News Roundup, presented by CenterFX. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again tomorrow for more financial news.